Hi, I am Tiamo Kifihlile, and this is Cars for Dummies. And today we're gonna do a little review of the Mercedes-Benz GLC 220D 4MATIC. This channel is called Cars for Dummies because I consider myself a bit of a car enthusiast, but sometimes I don't know actually how cars work and all these terms that they use. So I thought, okay, let's learn together. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the look of the car. This is a coupe, and it's a GLC coupe, and the design philosophy about this car is that they took a SUV and they took a coupe and they mixed it up together to have this car. I don't know if you know this, but coupe is a French word and it literally means to cut. And if you look at the car, the roof over here is cut a bit, you know, like that. So standard coupe has the shape like this, where the back of the car is slightly cut, and generally it would be a two-door car. But you do find a four-door coupes, and this is a four-door coupe and a SUV. And this design is they wanted a sporty car, but that's also stylish and luxurious. So you can go off-road with this car, and it's very robust, but at the same time, if you're in the inner city, it's very stylish as well. It looks very, very good. I don't know, some people prefer the coupe, some people prefer the standard GLC SUV. That one looks a bit more robust, so it depends on what kind of person you are and what your tastes are. But I really, really, really like this coupe shape. And it's not just about style. I think the shape of the car also helps slightly with the aerodynamics. Apparently, standard SUVs have like a drag coefficient of 0.3 to 0.5, and this car, well, Mercedes says it has a drag coefficient of about 0.27. So drag coefficient is a number that tells you the resistance of a body in a fluid. The fluid would be air, so you want a lower drag resistance, then the car has good aerodynamics, and the performance will be better in terms of speed. Okay, so the lining of this car, it's plastic, it's black. I'm not too crazy about this this finish. I like the white color. I like the silver over here. I think it's very nice looking. The tires. So I don't know, do you know how to read tire numbers and what these numbers mean? Cameraman says he doesn't know, but let's see if we can figure it out. So can you see here, this number says 235/55 R19. This 235 is the width of the tire. This 55 is the aspect ratio, and then this 619 is the diameter of the tire. Yeah, that's how you read a tire. Now you know. Where's the thing? How do you pop the hood? Cameraman. Guys, I don't know how to open the bonnet. Yo, I found it. So you're gonna open the hood on the right side underneath the parking brake button. There, it's open. Let's go check it out. So there's a kind of a latch somewhere here. Found it. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't this just look very beautiful? There you have it, the heart of the car, the engine, and a whole bunch of other stuff around it. So this is a 220D version of a GLC. D for diesel engine. It's a 2.1 liter engine, and it has a 4 inline turbocharger. The horsepower is 170 horsepower, and the torque is 400 Newton meters. As far as the gear system, it has something that is called a 9G-tronic 9-speed automatic transmission, and it's a 4MATIC car, so it's an all-wheel drive car. Yeah, and those are the specs. And if you don't know what these terms mean, I'm going to explain it to you in a bit more detail. So let's talk about the torque. 400 Newton meter torque. That means torque is the amount of rotational force that the engine is able to supply. Ideally, you want a high torque but at low engine speeds. So you want the car to be able to deliver a lot of force, but you don't want a lot of revs per minute. You don't want your crankshaft, the shaft that goes around, you don't want it to do a lot of revs per minute. So the torque helps the car to get going or go up a hill. And a car that delivers high torque but low revs is a car that has a good engine, good design. And then I mentioned that it has a turbocharger. So the process of turbocharging is a system, or it's a turbine, sort of like a mini turbine, that injects compressed air into the combustion chamber. So you know how an engine works. There's like mini explosions that happen. So you need fuel, and air helps to ignite that fuel. So the turbocharger injects compressed air into the combustion engine, and that helps with performance of the engine as well as with fuel efficiency. And then we have the horsepower that I mentioned. The horsepower is here is 170 horsepower. Horsepower is the engine's ability or the work that the engine does. So how much work is it capable to do in a specified amount of time? 1 horsepower is I think the ability to move a body of 550 pounds over 1 foot in 1 second. 550 pounds, I wonder how many kilograms that is. Cameraman, do you know how many kilograms that is? No idea. You can do the math on your own time. So yeah, that's the horsepower. Obviously you want your car to have a lot of power to push you further in less time, and we're going to measure that in a few seconds. We're going to see how long it takes us to go from 0 to 100 and how stable the car is going to be. And then I also mentioned that it has a 9-gear transmission system. It has you know, in your manual car you have like gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, 4, 5. It only ends at 5. This one goes all the way up to 9. That just helps with smoother transitions. If you have more gears, you can have all different kinds of gear ratios. It just helps you drive smoother to have that many gears. But in this car, obviously you don't need to change the gears yourself because it's an automatic transmission. It changes the gears for you. So I think we should check out the interior, see how it looks, how it feels, is it comfortable, and then after that we're going to take this little baby for a spin. Yeah, cameraman? Good, let's go. Hello, we're inside now. We're gonna take a look at the interior, see if it's comfortable, if we're happy with it. It's quite good. Some leather, the seats are leather, the steering wheel is leather. It doesn't feel very plasticky like a lot of these luxury cars. They feel plasticky and cheap. For me, this looks expensive. The display is quite good, standard. It's quite easy to understand. I don't think it's a very confusing system. Like, oh, if you're new to the car, I think it will take you maybe 30 minutes to familiarize yourself with the system of the car. You can control the car here, the music, voice, calls on the steering wheel here. You can go home. Yeah, here's the music, here's the call button, so you can connect your phone to this car. It connects with both Apple and Android. You have some compartment space here. They still have that cigarette lighter thing here, even in these new cars. You have two glass holders. And I think this thing over here, so this glass holder over here has a symbol of a key. I think you can charge your key if you place it over there. And these are removable. I honestly don't know why they're removable. Maybe it's just so that you can have extra space here. Like if you don't want to use this, you just need space. You don't drink anything in your car, then you can remove it. This is a touchpad. I think it's really cool. So you swipe, press for yes. There's the radio. I'm going to take the volume down so you guys can hear me. Yeah, I think it's a very cool method. I don't know if it's very distracting, like while you're driving, if it'll distract you or not. Over here we have more compartment space. Ooh, and we have some glasses. It looks like the car comes with glasses. No, I'm kidding. These are mine. And then we have more compartment space here. Some people call this a cabby hole. Some people call this a glove compartment. I think they call it a glove compartment. Maybe people back in the day used to drive with the gloves. I don't know. Do you know why they call it glove compartment, cameraman?
Gloves.
The seat is quite comfortable. This specific car didn't come with the heated seat option, so some people do choose to have heated seats for your winter months so that your seats are not cold. Here today, I feel like we need like cooling seats, like seats that cool you down because it is hot. This car doesn't come with the option of a sunroof, but obviously you can have the option to have a sunroof. You can easily or comfortably fit 5 people in here. This is a 5-seater. If you ever find yourself lost in distress, there's a SOS button here. I'm not gonna call it. And then this is a Mercedes-Benz function or app, this Me thing. I've never tried it out, but I think it allows you to communicate with the car from your phone. Today is a very lovely day, to take the car out for a spin, and the roads are they were quite empty. Yeah, quite beautiful scenery. But before we take the car out for a spin, we are going to look at the boot space. So the boot you can open obviously from the key. That's one of the options of opening it, and then you can also close it with the key, or you can use this button over here that allows you to open and close. Press and hold. Okay, so the boot space is roughly 500 liters. Do with that information what you will. I see here they have a medical kit properly stocked with gauze and everything, so they've got you. This car surprisingly comes with a spare wheel. A lot of these new cars don't come with spare wheels, they just have run flat tires, but I was quite surprised that this comes with a spare wheel. And then, what is this? That is, ladies and gentlemen, the tow bar. So if you're going on a trip, you need to tow some extra, whatever it is, a trailer. You have a tow bar over there that's retractable. You can take it back in. And we wait for it to go back. There it is. I should mention that we have 2 exhaust pipes. Cameraman, can you tell us what's the advantage of having 2 exhaust pipes as opposed to 1? Apparently the advantage is verpa. We're taking the car for a little spin to see how it drives, how it handles. Is it stable? Here we go. It's good, comfortable. I think you can use this as an everyday car. It's safe if you have kids. But if you want some more speed and take it on the highway, let's get to 100 and see. It takes off. It's definitely not a sports car, and you can feel that it has a lot of weight. I'm not quite sure how many tons this car is. I'll put it in the description, but you can feel the weight of the car as you're taking off. But it's quite decent. The takeoff speed is quite decent. You can feel that 170 horsepower. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Handles very well. It didn't I didn't feel at any point uncomfortable, like it's not steady, always steady. This track is a bit too short. I didn't get to 100. I got to 80 or 90, but it drives very, very well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, like the video, comment, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. Would you like to see more of these videos, and what would you like, which cars would you like me to review? Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a lovely life. Bye.